This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined over Zoom by Mr. Ishmael Davis. Ish, first of all, how are you, mate?
I'm good, man. How are you, man?
I'm very well. Just spoke off camera. Media duties today. Uh, you enjoying it? You getting bored of it yet, mate?
Nah, I got one more after you, and yeah, that's it.
Well, you're
Get
nearly
ready
done.
for training. Get ready for training.
Right, let's talk about it. Go straight into it then. Massive, massive fight. Anybody who kind of knows who Usima Lima is, what he brings to the table, knows it's just a brilliant fight. But where did this come about, mate?
This came about from just constantly saying, yeah, that's all I've had. Listen, all I say is, yep, yep, yep. Anyone that gets put in front of me, I say, yeah. So I thought that I'd be fighting for the British, the Sam Gillian, Lewis Green fight's not even been made yet. But listen, I'm here for challenges, and yeah, Lima's a challenge, and I'm ready to put on a good show, man.
You mentioned the Gillian Green fight. Was it getting to a point where you was kind of getting fed up with waiting? Because we was there when you signed your deal with Matchroom. It was all announced. You was excited for big fights, and there it was kind of a period for you where you was just kind of in a bit of a grey area of what route you were going down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, obviously we still want the British, but we've got to get through Lima first, and then obviously there's many big fights to come, and it's just the beginning, man. I'm enjoying the journey. There's no complaints from me. I'm in the gym. I'm training hard, and I'm just gonna continue to be ready at all times.
Lima obviously had that loss to McKenna and then come back as an underdog and won that title that will be on the line. You mentioned the British, and obviously everyone does want the British, but how much would that title boost your career? You up there, right in there with the rankings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's massive. It's massive in it. Lima's like what 13 in the IBF ranking. Um, so it just puts me up there. It just gives me more options, and obviously the belt's lovely. Looks nice. I need that belt. It's gonna look nice around my waist. So yeah, yeah, man. It's good, man. I'm enjoying the journey, and I'm just ready for what's next at all times.
With Lima, he's obviously an exciting fighter, but the caliber of opponents, apart from the two fights we just mentioned, hasn't been the greatest. So there isn't that much for you to look and digest of Usima. Have you watched him? Do you kind of see where you can kind of counter his weaknesses?
Yeah, yeah, of course. I've watched him. I know that he's a come forward fighter, tough fight, but so was Troy in it. Troy was a tough come forward fighter. So it's about skills, man. Skills pay the bills. So I'm gonna show the skills on the 26th of October.
Two Let's Go fighters. Um,
Yeah,
Lee and's in the middle that night. At least he'll
yeah,
come out with a winner, but then he is coming out of a loser as well. So
yeah.
just make sure you're in that winning corner, yeah?
Yep, that will, man. Hats off to Lee and man. He does bits for me, man. He does bits.
I've got to ask you about Junaid Bostan. That fight was ordered as well. You're smiling. I don't know, but I'm assuming other people have asked you about this today. From your perspective, why didn't that fight happen?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a bit early for his team. He's young. Um, but like I said, I like Junaid, innit? I'm not. I won't be on the talking down on him. But he thinks he can beat me. I think I can beat him. He knows that I'm the type of opponent I'll be because we've done loads of round sparring. I know what he brings. He's a really good boxer, but I believe I beat him. But I don't know why the fight didn't get made, and I said yeah. I never pulled out. So, but he's not a person that I'm gonna be here talking down about. So it's just like if it does happen in future, may the best man win, and I look forward to it if it does happen.
I spoke to Junaid shortly after the fight did get ordered, and then I spoke to Adam Morley, his manager, and he said, "Look, it's got to make sense." And it does, from the outside looking in, feel like maybe if you let that fight simmer for two or three fights, that could be an absolute massive domestic blockbuster, and you know each other so well. You've sparred hundreds of rounds, and it feels like if that first bell went, we'd all be in for a cracker.
Yeah, definitely. Junaid's a good boxer, man. Junaid's a good boxer. Um, it'll be a sick fight, but we'll see in it. Who knows? We don't listen. I never thought I'd be fighting for the IBF. You don't know what the future brings. All you need to be is ready. So here we are. I'm ready for Lima, and if Junaid comes in future, I'll be ready for that too.
Do you think you've proved that throughout your career so far? It was only after the Troy Williamson fight where you said, "I've got to take these opportunities," and you were rewarded with that. You've got the deal. You've got this fight, and that's just going to be a theme that carries on throughout your career, taking these big fights.
Yeah, of course, man. Well, listen. If I was on the street, there's no man I'm backing down to. So that's my mindset in it. There's no one in this boxing world that I'm gonna be like, no, I don't want to fight him. It's too this or that. I believe in my ability, and if anyone gets through what I've got to bring, then hats off to them in it. So that's what it's about, man. Just gotta get in there and do the best you can.
Again, it's all about eyeballs, trying to get them watching you ish. And over the past 12 months, I feel like certainly your name value's increased a hell of a lot with the wins and the shows you've been on. But this is kind of a next level in the fact that it's on the Catterall Prograde card. It's at the new Manchester Arena. It's going to be packed out. It's going to be a massive night.
Yeah, man. Listen, I was saying then, I look forward to fighting in Manchester. I've never fought there, so obviously it gives a chance for other people to see me, and I just know how good I am in it, and I just cannot wait to put on that show. Because even the Troy fight, I'm learning on the job. I didn't have no amateurs. I'm literally learning every single fight that I go in. Like if you look at the Ewan one and the Troy one, I was better. This one I'm going to be better. Do you know what I mean? Because I've gone the 12 rounds now, and this is the 10 rounder, and I'm fit now. I'm sparring 10, 12 rounds now. I'm what 7 weeks out. You know, I stay ready, and I'm just constantly improving, learning every day in the gym, and I'm just ready, man. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Talking about this fight now, you are smiling. Um, there seems an air of confidence. So, are you feeling the pressure of this big event, of these big fights, of this title?
No, there's no. Listen, there's no pressure. Obviously, every fight, before every fight, you get a bit of nerves. That's just natural. Nerves are good. But there's no pressure. I don't feel no pressure in it. It's just another place where I'm fighting, and there's going to be people there. I've done it plenty of times now, so obviously I'm grateful for being on the Jack Catterall and Regis Prograde on the card. It's a world title, but I want to be there in it. So I'm not gonna be. I'm never complacent. So I'm not gonna be like. I never get too gassed in it. I'm just ready for it, and let's do it. And I'm ready to see what's next.
Is that another sign of kind of where you've come from? You've been very vocal about your journey from starting up very, very humble beginnings,
Mhm.
to now fighting impact arenas for titles. Does it just show that with your hard work, with your dedication, you maintain grateful, but you know it's the work you've put in, and you know no one's really helped you get here?
Nah, man, it is, man. The only people that have helped me is my trainer and my sponsors and that, But yeah, I'm just grateful, and I'm just enjoying the journey, and I believe everything that's meant to happen will happen. So I don't overthink it. I just do the work. All I have to do is turn up. That is a famous saying. I say, listen, even when because sometimes I feel like training's hard, but listen, you can get through anything in life. All you have to do is turn up. So I'm ready to turn up, and I'm ready to do the business, man.
Right, Ish, you turn up then, Manchester Arena. What does happen in just over a month's time?
I win. That is what happens. I win. How? Whichever way it goes, knockout, they throw the towel in or win on points or anything. But I'm coming out there a winner with that IBF belt.
Excellent, Ish. Anything else you'd like to mention before we finish?
No, no, I'm just I'll be ready to put on a good show and I'm fit, man. Just tune in.
Tune in. If the fight's anything like the smile you're giving me on this camera, we're in for a hell of a fight. Ishmael Davis, thank you very much for being to IFLTV, and I will see you on fight week if I don't see you before, mate. Thanks a
Yeah, I'll
lot.
see you